Yo, what's up? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Triple DOHJ Tweet in the building. Now, let's just go ahead and let's just get to what we got to do. As soon as the Wiimote wants to actually act like it's supposed to. Castlevania Adventure Rebirth. Now, Castlevania The Adventure Rebirth, in my personal view, actually is the game that represents what the Rebirth series is all about. Taking the best of, putting it together, and making what's work. Now, in some instances, it works quite well, and in other instances, which I'll get into in a second, it kind of ticked me off a tad. But we'll get into that later. Now, the thing is about this, it's really mostly like Castlevania 1, except for like the multiple pathways from Rondo of Blood, and that's pretty much Castlevania The Adventure in a nutshell right there. It's Castlevania 1 with the multiple pathways of Rondo of Blood. That's all it is. So let's get started. Now, we'll start with the music. And like I said earlier, this is the one of the two issues I had with this game. Is that the music's not bad. The music is excellent. Like, the music is damn good. Like, the music in this game are like remixes of some of the best of music. The only problem is, Konami left out a really piece of important music. That being Castlevania The Adventure's song from Part 1 called Battle of the Holy. One of my favorite songs in all video games. Now, I'll be honest, when I first heard that Castlevania The Adventure was coming out, I was like, oh shit, it's gonna be a remix of Battle of the Holy that's gonna blow my fucking mind. Oh shit, I just jizzed in my pants. I get the game, and then when I started, it's reincarnated soul from Bloodlines. Now, I love Bloodlines as much as anybody, but I really don't think a song from Bloodlines belongs in my Castlevania The Adventure game. Segue. You should play Castlevania Bloodlines. The game is good. Just know Eric LaCard is broke as shit. That's all you really need to know about that game. John Morris is cool, but Eric LaCard is broke as shit. I'd avoid him in Castlevania Judgment. Yeah, but like I said, if you play with Eric LaCard. That's all I have to say about that. But like I said, and the other weird thing is that Castlevania The Adventure is only represented in one stage. It's represented by its sequel, Belmont's Revenge, in a song called New Messiah in Stage 3. Now, it does have the opening, theme, like when you start the stage, that you hear from Castlevania The Adventure, and the ending music is also from Belmont's Revenge as well. But other than that, all the rest of it is music from like remakes of Castlevania games, which are remakes of the remake of the remix of the song. So I'm kind of like, really? So we take that for what it is. But again, not having Battle of the Holy is a nitpick, and I don't think of the game any less. I just think that Konami made a mistake by not including it. Now, in this game, you get even less difficulty. You get easy on one hard. You don't get anything in this game for beating it on hard, so that's why I'm wasting my time beating it. Yeah, you get nothing for it. So if you just beat it on normal, you get a pat on the back, keep pushing. Now, the only differences other than the usual differences between difficulty like enemy placement and damage you do are the sub-weapons. Now, the sub-weapons is easy and normal cost the same, except for the stopwatch, which is easy cost 5. Now, from normal to hard, everything but the stopwatch, which costs 8 in normal and hard, costs 1 more hard in hard mode. Now, it does make a difference, especially when using something really cheap like the dagger, which is 1 in normal and easy and 2 in hard. So, for every 1 you throw in hard, you could be throwing 2 in any other difficulty. So, it does make a difference in the way your offense, in the way that your offense is used other than using your whip. Now, put it back on normal. Now, in player lives, you can have as little as 1 life and as many as 9. I keep mine at 9 because if you're going to give me 9 lives to use without using a code, I'm going to take it. Now, here's where things get interesting. Player style. Now, default you have the normal player style, and it plays just like more of like the Castlevania games, like maybe like Rondo of Blood without you being able to jump off stairs and being able to adjust your jump in midair. You unlock classic. Classic mode is real simple to unlock, and I'll just say it once and for all for the internet to know. All you have to do is start the game and then quit, and then you unlock classic mode. I think it may be one of the easiest unlockables in the history of video games. But as easy it is to unlock, for real, for Castlevania fans, it's a real treat, and here's why. Because classic mode is technically Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge in your Castlevania ReBirth game. Now, there are a couple of changes between classic mode and normal mode, and I'll get into them now. The most important change from classic mode to normal is that you can't adjust your jump. So once you jump, you commit to it, just like the old school game. That you can't adjust yourself in the air, like if you jump like, oh shit, I'm gonna get hit by something, let me try to bag back or something happens. Once you jump, you commit and you're done. The only other difference is now I'm about to segue again. In Castlevania the Adventure, the original game, Christopher did not have a sub-weapon. The only thing he had addition to his whip was the orb that powers it, which is in this game as well. In Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge, he gained 2 sub-weapons. The Holy Water and the Cross Boomerang. You may be wondering what happens to all of the other sub-weapons in classic mode. Here you go. The dagger is replaced by a small heart. The axe is replaced by the cross boomerang. And the stopwatch is replaced by the holy water. Now, you may think it may not make much of a difference, but technically you are playing Belmont's Revenge on your Wii. Technically, that's what it is. So, I really think that if you didn't know it, now you know that you technically got 2 games in one, because you were forced to use a rule set from a classic game, which I really think is what makes the ReBirth series special, that Konami would even think about that. And here's your fun fact for the day. In the American version of Belmont's Revenge, he didn't have a cross, he had the axe. I wonder why there isn't in this game, instead of a cross, there's an axe. That would have been hella cool. That would have been hella cool, for real. Now, let's quickly just go ahead and get in the controller setting before we get out of here. Oh, and one more thing about normal mode. I got a surprise for you later in my video to answer to this about something you can do in normal mode that you can't in classic mode. Let's go ahead and let's get the controller settings real quick. Now, just like in Gradius, you get the Wii mode, the classic controller, the nunchuck, and the GameCube controller. Now, I will correct something I did say yesterday. In Wii mode, you can't swing it and make something happen. It only happens in nunchuck mode, and it makes it real cool because technically you have a whip in your hand. Other than that, the only difference from the different controller schemes is that in nunchuck mode, when you swing the Wiimote, the whip sound comes out of the speaker. So other than that, it's real cut and dry. It's just like I say about everything. Give what you're most comfortable with to Smash Dracula. That's all it is. And credits and default settings. No, I don't. Now, the other cool thing is that if you're playing and you decide that, well, I got the stage 3, I want to come back, you can. On any difficulty where you beat a stage, hold right to start game. And you have access to all the stages you beat. I've beaten the game on normal mode, so I have access to all 6 stages. Now, we're just going to quickly get into this game story. You can read along, but I'll summarize it for you. Hi, my name is Christopher Belmont. I have the vampire killer. I got to go kill these motherfuckers. See how simple that was? That's what the story is. It's not really anything real complicated, but in Belmont's Revenge, you get to tag crazy. I'm not going to spoil it for you. I suggest either you go read about it or go play the game. I suggest you play the game because Belmont's Revenge was good. Now, right now, I think that about covers everything I have to cover for right now. So, I'm going to go ahead and get together for this other video. But y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy, Triple. We get money. Holla at your boy.